Morgan here now, first in the morning with entertainment. Here's another big name, Céline Dion. And we understand there's a Céline Dion TV series in the works?
Yeah, so this would be a dramatized version of her childhood, and it would be based on a book that was written by Céline Dion's nephew, one of her many nephews. And that's really cool, and apparently her brother is going to be producing this. So this is the first adaptation of her life that the family actually approves of. The working title, it sounds like a reality show, but it's not. The working title is Growing Up Dion, and it will focus on her years growing up in a modest, music-filled household. We know that she famously grew up with, she was one of 14 siblings, and basically how her life was shaped in her journey to becoming this global superstar. Now, we were kind of looking back to see what adaptations of her life have already kind of been out there. So it was actually kind of interesting. There's a TV movie that came out in 2008 called Céline.
I saw it.
Right? Was it good?
I enjoyed it.
It was okay. Yeah. I think it was like a
what was it called?
movie,
Aline?
right? No, so then there was Aline. Maybe that's the one
I
you're
saw.
talking about. That came out in 2021, and that was more of like a comedy musical.
Okay. Did it hit the festivals?
It may have.
Okay.
Aline,
all right.
But I remember that one. And then we know Titanic. There's like this Broadway jukebox. It's Tony nominated.
Parody,
right. And so we were talking about this before the show. There seems to be a lot of adaptations of her life that kind of have this comedy element to it. There you go. There's all the different versions that we were talking about there, from the TV movie to the musical comedy drama, and then of course the jukebox musical Titanic. So it's going to be interesting to see how serious this is, if it's going to be serious, how it's going to be portrayed. But I love that the family's on board for this, and how personal. Brother producing it, and then based on a book that her nephew wrote. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Mobland latest.
Oh my goodness, the Tom Hardy drama continues. Okay.
There's more drama behind the scenes than there is on the screen.
It's so wild. Okay, so listen, we have been talking about this on the show. We said sources were telling us and insiders were telling everybody that Tom Hardy had been fired from Mobland after season 2, before season 3 has been greenlit, because there was problems with him. He wanted to rewrite scripts. We also heard that he was making Dame Helen Mirren and Pierce Brosnan, who are also part of the series, wait for hours while he was in his trailer. And of course, he has this history of this in other projects. So this all made sense to everybody. Well, Helen Mirren decided to break her silence. She took to social media. She posted a photo and said, love you now and always, Helen. And she wrote this over a headshot of Tom, which is kind of cute. You can tell she kind of did this on her own, which is great. So that's her way of saying, listen, even if there are issues, there are no issues between her and him. Now, everything is sources. A source is coming out to Variety saying that they've never really had personal beef. Yes, over the span of this series, she has said, all right, Tom, let's go. Like, we've been waiting here for ages. But this source also told Variety that he has not been fired and that they're still trying to figure out a way to move forward creatively.
All right. Keep it right here for your latest Mobland updates.
Tom Hardy.
The situation is changing by the minute.
And everything is sources are saying. Nothing has ever been confirmed.
All right.